Edmonton Oilers host the Boston Bruins. Good evening. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Jack Michaels. We are the Oilers Radio Network. Go to our starting lineup, and it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers, up front, Connor McDavid with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman. On defense, Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard. Stuart Skinner, he'll start in goal. For the Bruins, Pavel Zacha with Morgan Geekie and David Pastrnak up front. Nikita Zadorov and Charlie McAvoy on defense. Jeremy Swayman, he starts in goal. The referees, Graham Skilleter and Mitch Dunning, Travis Garlitz and Travis Toomey, they are on the lines as we get set to go here from Rogers Place in downtown Edmonton. It's the Oilers and the Bruins. We've dropped the puck and we're underway as Bouchard on the right wing can snap the puck into the Bruins zone. Rides around on the glass, goes into the left wing corner. Comes free just off the stick of Hyman. Zadorov in behind the net, up the left wing to Zacha. He'll get it out to center ice. Knocked down by Bouchard. He'll give it to Hyman, comes in over the line, comes across the line, down the left side to Nugent-Hopkins. Has to deal with Geekie on him as they go into the left wing corner in Boston territory. Nugent-Hopkins to Ekholm on the point. Across to the right side to Bouchard. His shot and a blocker save made by Swayman. Puck along the left wing. McAvoy up against the boards. Or make that Geekie into the corner. Lost it to Hyman. Puck comes free. Zacha to McAvoy. And up the right wing, able to just get it out. Pastrnak gets checked at his own blue line. Puck goes to Charlie McAvoy, and he'll make his way to center ice. Now in over the line. Got the puck on the left side. Giving it to Lindholm, and it's Lindholm on the left wing boards in the Oilers zone. His shot scores! Elias Lindholm let it go from the left wing, and it goes short side upstairs. And a minute and 7 seconds into the first period, it's 1-0 Boston.
Well, Elias Lindholm's been money against the Edmonton Oilers in his career. That's now 37 points in 39 games. Justin Brazeau was the net front. And Stuart Skinner gives one up early here. Looked like it got a little bit of a deflection, redirection on the play. 1-0 Bruins.
Minute 7 in. And the Edmonton Oilers are down by a score of 1-0 to the Boston Bruins. Puck shot into the Edmonton zone, and it's Kulak up the middle of Podkolzin, and he'll get to center ice. He'll drop it to Draisaitl, knocked off his stick, but recovering was Kulak. Puck goes into the Edmonton end, and it's Kulak off the right wing boards and able to get it out. Brought in by Podkolzin down the right wing. Stops in the right wing corner for Draisaitl. Draisaitl off the right wing boards to Podkolzin, back to the point. Emberson, he'll get it across to Nurse. Now on the left to Draisaitl, comes up to the top of the circle. Cross-ice pass, goes off of Brazeau, and it comes out of the zone. On the right wing, just beyond the stick of Draisaitl, goes into the Boston end on the left wing. Marchand got it to the middle, gave it away, though, to Connor Brown. Brown to Podkolzin, back to the point. Stetcher to Emberson, his shot, and it goes wide of the net on the short side. And up the left wing, Lori will get it out for Boston. It's down into the Oiler end. 1-0 Boston leads here in the first. Just over 2 minutes gone in the opening period as Stetcher clears the puck out. Wahlstrom lost an edge as he dumped it in. Wahlstrom playing in his first game with the Bruins since being picked up off of waivers from the Islanders on Saturday. And the puck down the right wing goes into the right wing corner. Peake got knocked down by Arvidsson. Arvidsson back after missing the last 15. Puck back to the point. Ekholm to Bouchard, went off his skate, it came out. Now in behind the net, McLaughlin was in on the forecheck for the Bruins. The puck goes to Ekholm. On the left wing for Brown. Brown to Ekholm, to center ice, and it's Jeff Skinner looping through the neutral zone, just off the sticky Janmark. Puck goes in deep. Zadorov in behind his net, lost it to Skinner. He'll get it across on the right for Janmark. Pokes it into the corner. Zadorov there for Boston. Up the boards on the left side. And McLaughlin got it out to center ice, and the puck goes into the Oiler end. It's Ekholm inside his own line. 1-0 Boston leads. Lindholm from Marchand at 1:07. At the Oiler blue line, Zach Hyman coming down the right wing. Got checked at the blue line as Osterley was able to impede him from getting into the Boston end. Pasternak across to Osterley, and he'll come up the left side at center ice. He'll shoot it in. Rims on the right. Zacha after it in the right wing corner. Got dumped down. Puck goes to Hyman. He'll bring it out. And it's Hyman to center ice for Edmonton. Got his stick lifted in the neutral zone. Following it up was Osterley. Now on the left for Pasternak. Into the Oiler end, goes to the left wing corner. Centering pass. A save made by Skinner off of Zacha, who is right in front of the net. Skinner covers it up. 3 minutes and 53 seconds gone in the first. Bruins up 1-0.
Well, Boston scoring on their first shot of the game. Oilers with a couple opportunities off the rush. Bruins come in minus 18 in goal differential. This is a team that was plus 128 2 years ago. Pasternak's centering attempt in front. Zacha got inside position on Nurse, and Skinner was able to find the puck.
Face off to the right of Skinner. Went right to Marchand, but he fanned on his shot. The puck behind the Edmonton net. Kulak up the right wing boards, got it out. Goes past Lori, down the ice. Icing against the Oilers.
Quite sure why that's icy when the D-man sits there and forces the play. See how this line responds.
Face off back in the Oilers zone. Tonight's game brought to you by Canadian Red Cross. As we count down to the holidays, thousands of people are counting on the Red Cross. Visit redcross.ca for more information. Puck goes in behind the Oiler net. Brazo over to the right. To the right wing point for Peak. Rims it back behind the goal. Off the stick of Marchand on the right. Now Marchand will shoot it towards the net. Off the outside of the net. The puck goes over to the left wing. 1-0 Bruins here in the first period. Draisaitl up the middle. Gave it to Podkolzin. Now to Kapanen to center ice. Got checked right at the line and now shot it in. But Draisaitl was in early. It's offside against the Oilers.
Excellent play by Mason Lohrei, who we saw last year. We had 2 overtime games last year. You'd remember.
A win and a loss.
Yep. Higher scoring game, a win for Boston, 6-5, and then Draisaitl scored twice, including the winner in a 2-1 game in Beantown.
Face off just outside the Boston Brew line. And McAvoy up the right wing off the draw is able to shoot it in. It's going to rim over to the left. Frederick after it. Puck goes to the left wing corner. Wallstrop is in there as well. Henrik is able to dig it out, give it to Stetcher. We'll get it up the left wing, and Arvidsson across to Emberson at center ice. He'll shoot it in. Puck goes to the left wing corner. McAvoy off his stick, goes right to Charlie Coyle. He'll bring it up the right, now through the middle to Frederick, in over the line, left side, Zadorov, his shot, and he hammers it over the net off the glass, and Arvidsson's able to get it out for Edmonton. McAvoy inside his own zone for the Bruins. Oilers make changes, so do Boston. McAvoy to center ice, able to shoot it in. Skinner out of his net, knocks it down, but it gets into the corner. Kaslik goes in behind the goal, lost it, and it's Bouchard poking it up the left wing for Perry. He'll whip that across on the right for Ekholm. Now in over the Boston blue line to the right wing corner. And it's Janmark. His stick snaps in half, though, and up the left side, McLaughlin will get it out, and the puck in the neutral zone. On the left wing, Beecher will shoot it in. Into the Oiler end, it's Ekholm left corner. Across to Bouchard. 1-0 Boston. 5:45 gone here in the first period as Bouchard through the middle finds Nugent Hopkins. In over the Boston line, down the right wing to McDavid. McDavid's got points in 6th straight. Pokes it over to the right side, but Zadorov there for the Bruins. Look at it up in the air and out. Pasternak on the right wing. Out of Zacha across to Zadorov into the Oilers zone. Rolls it towards the net. That'll be covered by Skinner. And we'll get the whistle. And we will take a break. With 6 minutes and 6 seconds has been played so far in this first period. Boston up 1-0 on a goal by Lindholm. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. The Bruins lead the Oilers here in the first period. 6:06 gone. Tonight's holiday homestand 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of Hope Mission, providing food, shelter, medical care, and more to those experiencing homelessness. Get your 50-50 tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050 to support those in need this holiday season. That total jackpot right now over $1 million. Face off in the Oilers zone to the right of Skinner. It goes to Nugent Hopkins. He'll get up to center ice, flip it to the right wing corner. It's played in behind the net. Zacha over to the right side, but he's got McDavid right on him. In comes Nugent Hopkins. Pasternak couldn't get it out. Ekholm with a shot. It gets blocked by Zacha. He'll get it out. He'll find Pasternak down the right wing into the Oiler end. Pulls to the middle, and it goes off his stick right to Skinner. He kept it out. Puck back to the point. Zadorov hammers it off the boards and wide. McAvoy gets the puck to the left side. It hits a stick, and it goes out of play.
Stewart's fighting the puck a bit early here, Cam. And, a good, Evan Bouchard stuck with it, but the puck rolled in at Skinner, and he didn't control it. And they almost got a second chance opportunity off of it. Lucky that didn't end up in the goal.
Face off to the right of Skinner, making his third straight start in the Oiler net. Off the draw, puck goes towards the Oiler goal as a stick had snapped in half, and the puck in the right wing corner. Podkolzin goes to get a new stick, and the puck is cleared out, and it's Lohrei at center ice. Can dump it in on the backhand. Skinner to play it, shovels it over to Stetcher. Now up the right wing for Draisaitl. Points in 6 straight, goals in 4 straight for Draisaitl. They get the puck into the right wing corner. Lohrei got dumped down. It's under him. He gets back up. Pushes the puck to the boards. Off the stick of Podkolzin. It goes across to Brazeau. And Brazeau will skate out for the Bruins into the Oiler end. Now it comes across. Marchand. He'll shoot it. Glove save made by Skinner. He'll hold on to that. It's Brad Marchand with an opportunity in the slot.
Shots are 5-1 Bruins right now. They've come to play, and the Oilers got to work themselves into this game here. They're losing draws. They're losing puck battles. And they're losing the game right now by a score of 1-0. It's going to have to dig in a little bit here.
It's the 5th game of the 5-game road trip for the Bruins. They lost the first 2 in Winnipeg and Seattle. They have won in Vancouver and Calgary.
And they got bombed in Winnipeg. Like, it was ugly.
Yeah,
Can't remember the last time I saw Boston get pumped like that.
Face off to the left of Skinner. Emerson behind the Edmonton net, right side to Connor Brown. Brown through the middle to Kulak. Skates over to the left. He'll shoot it in. It rims to the right. Arvidsson on the right wing boards. Bumps it back to Emberson. His shot doesn't get through. The puck on the right wing. Henrique to Emberson. His shot. That's blocked by Osterley. And Wallstrom up the right wing will bring it out for the Bruins. Pass on the left. Finds Osterley. Off the left wing boards and in. It goes to the corner. Frederick got it to left side. Comes in front to Wallstrom. The shot. And a good save made by Skinner. Puck in behind the Edmonton net. Frederick digs it out to the blue line. Carlos shot off of Arvidsson. The rebound put wide by Frederick. It's on the right wing. Emberson will get it up and out. It's going to go down for icing as we played 8 minutes, 8 seconds of the first. 1-0 Bruins lead. And Bruins having a lot more zone time than the Oilers are.
Arvidsson ate that puck. TD Forrest is looking at him down at the Oilers bench. They're able to get at least Arvidsson off the ice. But man, oh man. It's been a rough start for the Oilers here.
All right, face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Henrique taking the draw against Zacha. Puck goes over to the right wing. Emberson can flip it up and out off the stick of Nugent Hopkins into the Bruins zone. Peek behind his net now, reverses it to Lohrei up the left wing for Zacha. Cross ice pass glances off the stick so Hyman can bring it in. Now on the left wing for McDavid. He's up near the top of the circle. Zacha right on him. They're up against the boards. Puck comes out of the zone. Ekholm can give it to Bouchard. Now to Nugent Hopkins. Into Boston territory on the right wing. Rims on the left. Hyman peels it off the left wing boards. Makes a couple of moves, trying to get away from Zacha. Comes up near the blue line. Cycles the puck in behind the net. Lohrei will rim it to Zacha. Won't get it out. Kept in by Hyman. Now on the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Has the puck at the top of the circle to the blue line for Ekholm. His shot, and that one hit bodies in front of the net. Pasternak on the left wing, off the boards and out.
Boston plays straight zone defense. They will let you handle a puck and play on the perimeter in their end.
Flipped into the Oilers zone. 1-0 Bruins. 10:45 to go in the opening period. Ekholm in behind the Edmonton net. Up the right wing for Bouchard. He'll get it up and out. The bouncing puck. Zadorov left it for McAvoy. Turns it up the right wing. Out of the Edmonton blue line. Lindholm wire it in off the inboards. McAvoy on the left side. Got it to the right wing corner. Brazeau Over to the right, and hustling to get there was Zadorov, but the puck had come out, so Boston has to vacate the zone. It's now Jeff Skinner up the right wing. Get the puck in on the backhand. Osterley on the inboards for the Bruins. Left side to Zadorov. He's able to clear it out. And it's a glove pass in the neutral zone, so we get the whistle. 10:06 to go here in the first. 1-0 Boston leads. The Oilers have only had one shot on net so far.
Out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73 last night. Should mention to you, Bakersfield Condors a 5-1 victory. And Noah Philp with a goal and a fight with Mason Gertzen.
Really?
Didn't exactly pick his spots there, did he?
Oh.
I mean, he fought one of the top 10 legitimate tough guys, a professional fighter in the AHL. Noah hung in there.
That's good.
Leads the team in +/+6. 2 goals for Matt Savoy as well, albeit 1 into an empty net. Bakersfield, a home with San Jose Barracuda this weekend.
Puck dumped into the Boston end. Osterley will go in behind his net. Up the right wing, we'll get it out to Frederick. Lost it at center to Kapanen into the Oilers. We get that across to Kulak at his own blue line. Brings it up the right wing. Off the right wing, boards it in. Kulak will go after it. Ties up with Carlo. Puck comes free to Osterley. Won't get it out as it goes off the Podkolzin. Podkolzin now trying to battle along the boards and get it loose. Kapanen rims it to the left wing point. Nurse got it low to Kapanen. It's checked on the play. Coyle will get it out. Cross ice for Osterley at center ice. He'll shoot it in. Skinner to stop it. Backhanded up the right wing for Kulak, down to Draisaitl. At center ice, cross ice, backhand pass. Goes to Arvidsson to the left corner. He got dumped down in the corner hard. Slow to get up. And the puck cleared out. Lowry on the right wing for Kastelik. It was Peak that delivered that hit on Arvidsson. He'll go right to the Oiler bench. And it's in behind the Edmonton net. Kastelik back trying to sweep it in front. Got it over to the left side. Beecher has it in front of the net to Kastelik. Can't get a backhand away. And on the right wing, it's Draisaitl to clear it out for Edmonton. Beecher inside his own blue line for the Bruins to Lowry now to Pasternak. Pasternak will go back into his own end. Now start up ice. Up the right wing to Zacha. Zacha into the Oiler end right side. Pass to Pasternak. That gets broken up by Nugent Hopkins. He's able to get it out for Edmonton. Now to Hyman. Hyman goes all the way cross ice to Bouchard. He'll shoot it in. 8:10 to go in the first. 1-0 for Boston. Here's Nugent Hopkins off the left wing. He misses the net. Puck goes to the right point. Bouchard keeping it in. Goes in behind the goal as Hyman's trying to dig it out. It's all tied up on the inboards. Hyman does get it free to the left wing point to Ekholm. Now to Bouchard. Plays it off the left corner. Goes to Hyman behind the net. On the right wing to McDavid up to the top of the circle. Across the line. Bouchard on the right to Ekholm. And shot off the stick is Zadorov. And it goes to the left wing corner. And McAvoy will get it out to Pasternak. A breakaway. He'll come in. He'll shoot. Save made by Skinner. And the rebound picked up by Bouchard. Up the right wing to McDavid. Weaves his way in over the line. Over on the left side to Jeff Skinner. To McDavid into the corner now. Back along the left wing boards. It was Perry to Skinner. Skinner back to Perry, but just off his stick. Goes to the left wing corner. Some of the lights have gone out. Now they're back on. Back on the right wing. And up the left side, it is Lindholm to flip it towards the Oiler net. Covered up by Skinner. We get the whistle. 7:03 to go here in the first. 1-0. Bruins lead the Edmonton Oilers. And the face-off will stay in the Oilers zone. Shots are 8-1 right now for Boston. Goal by Lindholm was just 1 minute and 7 seconds in.
Oilers could use a momentum-changing shift here.
Janmark took the draw. I won it. But they'll do it again. Tonight's game is brought to you by Canadian Red Cross. Every donation made during tonight's game will be triple matched and help those in time of crisis. Donate at redcross.ca. Puck gets to the corner. And it's Nurse. High in the air now. Glove down. by Peak. Will go across to Lowry. Now to Peak. Inside his own blue line for the Bruins. To Lowry. Comes through the middle. Fired off the left wing boards. It rims over to the right side. Frederick on the right wing. And a Wallstrom gets dumped down on the end boards. Battle for it. It does come loose. Left corner. Draisaitl through the middle. Finds Stetcher. He'll skate out through center ice. Softly dump it to the right wing corner. Podkolzin flies in on the forecheck. Runs into Lowry. Puck gets rimmed on the right. Wallstrom pushes it through the middle to Lowry. Now into the Oiler end. Off the skate of Frederick. Emberson into the corner, but Frederick with the puck. And behind the goal for Lindholm. Goes over to the right wing, back to the right wing point. McAvoy's shot, and that one hit bodies in front of the Edmonton net on the right wing. Puck cleared out. Kapanen to Draisaitl. He'll dump it in, hit the linesman, comes back to Draisaitl, goes to the right wing corner. In behind the goal to the left wing point. Kulak over to Stetcher. His shot and a glove save made by Swayman. He'll hold on to it. We'll take a break. 5:55 to go in the first. 1-0. Bruins lead the Oilers from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. 1-0. Bruins lead the Oilers. 5:55 to go in the first period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. Are we down a linesman?
Travis Dume, as you mentioned during the break, took a puck.
That was on the Draisaitl dump in, yeah. Ooh, off the hand.
It looks like so he's out of the game. Right hand injury. Travis did use that right hand once in a while.
A tough customer.
In the Western League.
Yes.
You know you're old when you broadcast his dad's game as a member of the Alberta Golden Bears.
Face off to the left of Swayman. 20 saves in that 4-3 overtime win over Calgary a few nights ago. Puck on the right wing. Podkolzin to Draisaitl. Couldn't get it back to Podkolzin. Zacha will get it out. Pasternak back into his own end. Goes to McAvoy up the right wing. Now to Zacha to center ice. Lost the puck at the Edmonton blue line. Kulak clears it. Pasternak at center ice. Shot it in, went off the glove of Draisaitl. Kapanen will go back into his own end to Nurse. Now over to Kulak. Up the right wing boards to center. Draisaitl one touches it to Podkolzin. Comes into the Bruins zone. Got hit by Zadorov. Puck goes to the corner. Zacha will get it up in the air. Doesn't get it out. Kept in by Kulak down the right wing. Kulak trying to cut to the middle. Now to Kapanen. His shot and it's saved by Swayman. The puck goes over to the right side. Draisaitl up against the boards. 1-0 Bruins here in the first. Under 5 minutes to go in the opening period. Trying to get this thing loose, and it does. It goes just past Nurse and out.
Good shot by Podkolzin, and he landed on the big man, Zadorov.
Zadorov can't clear it. Kept in. Connor Brown to Leon Draisaitl. Has it on the right wing boards near the top of the circle. Knocked away by Kastelic, and it comes out. At his own blue line, Ty Emberson. Over to Stetcher. Through the middle, off the stick of Connor Brown. Goes into the Bruins end. Osterley and behind the net. He gave it to Carlo. Brandon Carlo up the right wing to McLaughlin. He'll get it out to center ice. Over the center ice line. Shoots it in. Skinner has to play it. Goes right up the middle. Finds Brown. Turns it up the left wing. Then Brown will scoop it up on the backhand across the neutral zone to Arvidsson. Just got it in. Osterley knocks it down. Clears it out. The puck at the Edmonton blue line. Just inside it. Victor Arvidsson. Get it across to Stetcher. Up the left wing boards, missed Henrique with it. Lowry inside his own line. Cross to Pete, back to Lowry. Lowry will shoot it in. Bring him into the Oiler end, and Matthias Ekholm will get it out. Peek through the middle, finds Marchand down the left side. That puck hopped over his stick, and Bouchard could recover. Give it to Nugent Hopkins. He'll softly dump it into the Bruins zone. Lowry on the end boards. Give it to Peek. He gets up against the boards with Hyman. Does come loose, and it's Lowry who gets control up the left wing. Marchand to center ice. Now to Lowry. He'll shoot it in. And behind the Edmonton net is Matthias Ekholm. A wait back there. Ekholm to step out. Up the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Now down the right side to McDavid into the Bruin end. McDavid holds on near the right wing point, and it was Wahlstrom all over him, and Coyle follows it up. Coyle to center, and he'll shoot it in. Bouchard's got a turn on it, puck to this side of the goal, jammed in front of the net, but nobody there for the Bruins, and it's McDavid for Ekholm. Ekholm will hold on with 2:40 to go in the first. 1-0 Boston leads. Ekholm up the left wing to Emberson, and went off his stick. Puck cleared out. Kastelik comes down the right side into the Oiler end to the right corner. He'll cut in front. The backhand scores. Mark Kastelik pulled it off the right wing, went to the front of the net, backhands it stick side on Skinner, and it's 2-0 Boston.
A great net drive by Mark Kastelik, who had a real big 20-year-old year in the Western Hockey League with the Calgary Hitmen. That was a heck of a play. And Boston's been the better team, and they're full marks for their 2-0 lead.
Fourth of the year for Kastelik. 17:35 of the first period. That was a good play. Kastelik makes it 2-0 for the Bruins. Shots are 11-3. Nurse up the right wing for Kapanen. He'll direct it in. Swayman out to play it. Over to Carlo. Rims on the right. Pasternak's trying to get it out. He does. Up the right wing to Zacha. Into the Oiler end on the right side. Pass across to Pasternak. Goes off the stick to Kulak. And he'll step up into it. Get up to center ice and shoot it in. Along the right wing boards inside the Bruins zone. Zacha to get it loose. Behind the goal up the right wing to Carlo. He'll get it out. Goes all the way down into the Oiler end. Both teams will make changes. Minute 45 to go here in the first period. 2-0 Boston leads. Kulak over to Bouchard. Now to Connor Brown at center ice. On the right wing for Henrique. He'll dump it in. McLaughlin and Carlo get the assist on the Kastelik goal. Here's Bouchard, keeps it in. Left side, got it to Arvidsson. Arvidsson shot, and the blockered away by Swayman. Puck on the left wing. Arvidsson to the point to Ekholm. Now to Bouchard. Hammers his shot. Glove save. Swayman holds onto it. And we get the whistle. Minute 18 to go in the first. 2-0. Bruins lead the Oilers. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here.
I'm Stoffer here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 2-0 Bruins lead. Lindholm and Kastelik, the goal scorers. And the Edmonton Oilers down 2-0 with a minute 18 to go here in the first period. Face off in the Bruins zone to the left of Jeremy Swayman. Swayman 2-1-0 in his career against the Oilers. David will take the draw, but it goes to Zadorov. Right side to McAvoy. Rims on the right. Coyle can't get it out as Ekholm was in from the point. And the puck along the left wing boards. Going to tie it up in skates. Gets to the middle to Frederick, and Frederick will get it out. And it was knocked down by a high stick as we come up to 1 minute left here in the first period. 2-0 Bruins lead, and the Bruins have been the better team through the first 19 minutes.
Yep, can't sugarcoat this. Tough start for Edmonton. They're going to need to be better here.
So we'll put the face-off right at center ice with a minute to go here in this first period. Goes over to McAvoy on the right. Only got it to the Edmonton blue line. Comes back to him. McAvoy to Marchand on the left, down the left side. Brazeau spins it on net, and the save made by Skinner. Puck in behind the goal. Ekholm over to Bouchard. Bouchard goes in behind the net. Now out through the middle, up the left wing to McDavid. Will have to shoot it in. It goes in behind the goal. McAvoy back there. Over to Zadorov up the left side. Marchand with 27 seconds to go in the period. Gets to center ice. Only got it just inside the Edmonton line. Ekholm right back out with it. Osterley on the right wing will shoot it in. Bouchard sets up in behind the Edmonton net. 12 seconds to go in the period.
7:42 p.m. Assisted puck. Assisted puck. Assisted.
Bouchard Long pass. It goes off the stick of Podkolzin into the Bruins zone. Osterley pass comes out front, and Kapanen put it wide as Draisaitl chipped it in front of the net at the last second, and Kapanen had to go wide of the net. The period comes to a close. The Oilers are down by a couple against the Bruins after the opening 20.
Started early for Boston. They scored on their first shot, and they outplayed Edmonton quite considerably. Edmonton's going to have to match the work rate, get their feet moving here as this game wears on, because they're in chase mode as we start.
That's how it sits here through 20. Elias Lindholm, Mark Kastelik, the goal scorers for the Bruins in the opening 20 minutes, and Edmonton gets outshot 12-5. Presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots tonight. Jackpot sitting at $1.1 million and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050 in support of Hope Mission. Henrique, Arvidsson, and Brown out with Ekholm and Bouchard to start it off here in the second. And Ekholm backhands it into the Oiler bench.
Well, the first period unequivocally was Boston's period. That's a given. Oilers are going to have to respond here. Dig in a little. Victor Arvidsson back out after he got belted by Andrew Peeke. Took one off his left forearm. Point shot.
All right, we're getting lined up here at center ice. Brown to take the draw against Zacha. And the puck to the left side. Zadorov will shoot it in. Skips off the end boards. Nurse rims it, kept in. Osterley got it down low. Puck comes free to Henrique. Get it up in the air and out. The puck hits center ice. Arvidsson shoot it in. Osterley in behind his net, up the left wing. For Zacha, just able to clear it. Now to Geekie, chops it off the left wing boards. It goes into the Oilers zone. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Over to the right wing corner now. And along the right wing boards, comes out to Geekie. His shot, that's blocked. It hit Brown. Osterley, he'll let it go. And that one hit bodies in front. Goes over to the right wing, puck cleared out.
That bit Stetcher hard. Oilers got to get a change. They got to get their D off the ice.
Osterley in behind his net, now to Brandon Carlo. Wraps it up the right side. Hit Ekholm, stays in. Now Brazo is able to get it out. Osterley through the middle. Puck goes right to Bouchard. Now on the right wing to Draisaitl. Gets the puck in down the right wing for McDavid. He goes to the inboards to Draisaitl, right wing corner to the blue line. Bouchard shot just tipped wide of the net. Off the stick of McDavid. Ekholm hammers one. That gets blocked by Carlo. And it's cleared out.
And that one stung Carlo.
Now Brazo into the Oiler end on the left wing. Goes to shoot it. Blocked by Bouchard. Comes out to center ice, and it's Draisaitl. He's got McDavid with him. In over the Bruin line. Cross ice to Hyman to the middle. The shot off a stick and over the net and out of play as McAvoy got his stick in there at the last second.
So the Oilers go to the whip here. Down 2-0. Got to get something going. Out comes McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman together.
Not surprising.
No.
Given the lack of opportunity in the opening 20 minutes. Face off to the left of Swayman. Nugent Hopkins out with Podkolzin and Kapanen. Kulak and Emberson on the back end. Coyle taking the draw. Puck goes to Kulak. A little snapshot that goes wide. Podkolzin has it right corner. To the blue line, Emberson. His shot. And that one off the stick of Kapanen. It goes out of play.
Well, Boston's done a good job blocking shots here. They're getting in front of pucks. That's part of what's gone on in this game.
He's done a very good job of that. Face off to the left of Swayman. Oilers are at home Saturday afternoon against San Jose. Sunday at 6 o'clock against Ottawa. And the pass for Coyle on the right misses him. Comes out to center ice. Frederick off the right wing boards into the Oilers zone. Nugent Hopkins to Emberson. The right wing that doesn't get out. Goes to the point. Frederick across to Peeke. Comes down the right side. Shoots it off the corner boards. Frederick on the left wing. On the left wing boards. Gave it to Beecher. Frederick, left corner. Behind the net to Coyle. Coyle on the left to Beecher. The shot and the save made by Skinner. Puck is in front of the net and it's poked over to the right wing corner. Emberson will get it high in the air and out. Peak will turn it up at his blue line. Through the middle to Beecher. Into the Oiler end. A wrist shot goes off of Emberson. And the puck to the end boards. McLaughlin on the end boards. Kaslick's in there as well. Kaslick gets it on the left wing. Back to the point. McAvoy shot, tipped towards the net, save made by Skinner. Puck goes in behind the goal, comes in front of it, and it was Kulak up the left wing to Podkolzin. Will get to center ice. Now to Perry. Gets hit by Zadorov. Puck goes right to Swayman, and he'll cover it. And there'll be a face-off in the Bruins zone as Perry got taken out by Zadorov.
That one looked like it might have stunned Corey Perry.
Yeah. 3 minutes into the second, 2-0 Boston leads. Yeah, Perry was trying to get by Zadorov, and Zadorov just took him right out. Face off the Bruins zone to the left of Swayman. Edmonton will be in Boston on January 7th. As Janmark taking the draw against Lindholm. Puck goes to Carlo. Now across to Brazeau. Up the right wing. Marchand off the right wing boards. And in it goes. Ekholm. With Lindholm right on him. For Janmark. Hit by Brazeau. Puck gets turned over. And the shot by Lindholm off the pad of Skinner. Puck on the left wing inside the Oiler end. Jeff Skinner to the top of the circle. It doesn't get out. Ekholm to Skinner. And he put it right into the Bruins bench. Oh, this face-off will stay in the Edmonton zone.
Troy Stetcher going back on the ice here, trying to skate it off. Cam, the numbers on the Edmonton Oilers coming into this game. So this is according to Hockey Reference.
Okay.
Second in Corsi, second in Fenwick, second in scoring chances for, second in high danger chances for. And they're being doubled up right now, outshot 14-7 by Boston.
They are. Give the Bruins credit. They've been very good so far in this game.
Yeah, this has been a strong staunch defensive performance from the Bruins.
I would say. Not a lot of slot chances for Edmonton and a lot of shots blocked. Well, it's been tough. Easy night for Swayman so far because of that defensive effort by the Bruins.
And no power plays for Edmonton either.
Or either team. Hasn't been a penalty yet. Puck on the left wing. Draisaitl through the middle to Bouchard. Now to McDavid at center. To Bouchard in over the line. Pulls to the middle. And it knocked off his stick. And he was knocked down. And a penalty coming up. A tripping call. And the Edmonton Oilers, 3 minutes and 47 seconds into the second period, are about to go on the power play.
McAvoy is going to go off for Boston. Oilers' power play has been better of late. It has worked its way up to 11th in the league at 22.8%. Boston's penalty killing 21st at 77.5.
Power play brought to you by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
And this is where Lindholm in particular is of uber importance for Boston. Oilers got to go in. He's 5-0 in the first period on faceoffs, going head-to-head against Draisaitl here.
Oilers are 4 for 9 on the power play in the last 3 games. Puck goes to the right wing boards. Carlo can't get it out. Draisaitl trying to smack it free. Does to Nugent Hopkins. Swings it around to the right for McDavid. Oilers down 2-0 in the second. McDavid to the right wing point for Bouchard. Comes across the line. Gives the puck to McDavid into the corner. Draisaitl to McDavid. And he had his stick lifted by Zacha. And the puck comes out and down the ice.
Good read there. But Edmonton ended up losing the draw, but got puck possession after it.
Nugent Hopkins brings it in on the left wing. This pass back to the point was off a stick, and Carlo will get it down the ice. Skinner to the corner where it finds Evan Bouchard. Minute 15 to go in the power play. Marchand almost stole it. This time Nugent Hopkins can bring it in on the left wing. He's top of the circle in the Boston zone. To the point to Bouchard. Back to Nugent Hopkins. Has it left wing, top of the circle. To Bouchard in the middle on the blue line. Fakes a shot over to Draisaitl. The one-timer wide of the net around the boards and down the ice. Almost 5 minutes into this second period. 2-0 Bruins. Couple of first period goals. And up the right wing comes Draisaitl. In over the line on the right wing for Hyman, knocked off his stick, and it's kept in by McDavid. Down the left side to the corner and behind the net, over to the right wing boards. Across the top, into the right corner for Draisaitl, a bouncing puck, Lohrei on him. Back to the blue line, Bouchard over to McDavid, goes to the left wing corner to Bouchard, he'll walk in, his shot, and that one blocked, and it goes off a Beecher and out of play. 20 seconds left to go in the power play.
Well, the Bruins have coached themselves up for this game. This has been a very impressive performance. We're 25 minutes into this game, the team that leads the NHL in shots on goal per game, and the Edmonton Oilers have 7 shots.
Face off to the left to Swayman. 20 seconds left to go in the tripping penalty to Zadorov. Jeff Skinner to take the draw against Saka. Puck goes to the corner. Lohrei behind the net. Finds McAvoy up the right wing. He'll dump it down the ice. Nurse out from behind the Edmonton net through the middle. Up the left wing for Adam Henrique. Cuts to the middle at center. On the right wing for Ekholm. Off the boards and in. It goes in behind the goal. Comes free up the right wing. Penalty is over. Pasternak down the right side. Into the Oilers zone. Stops on the right wing. Top of the circle. Puts it around to Geekie in the left wing corner. Edmonton 0 for 1 with a man advantage. Puck along the boards. And it's Henrique. For Perry, he'll get it out to Jeff Skinner down the left wing into the Boston zone. Left side to Nurse. Couldn't get a shot away with Lohrei right on him. Lohrei off the left wing boards, clears it out. Center ice drifted right back in by Jeff Skinner. Lohrei across to McAvoy. The right wing to Geekie, but it's Stetcher in from the point. Puck does come out. Goes down the left side to Pasternak. Into the Oiler end, makes the move on Emberson, and Emberson just recovers at the last second and knock it away. Stetcher, his long pass up the right wing to Emberson, in over the line. Now to Arvidsson, the shot, and the save made by Swayman. Arvidsson has it on the right wing. To the right wing point for Stetcher. He'll shoot it, didn't get it through. Puck to the middle, and Brown couldn't get his stick on it. Arvidsson has it on the left wing boards. Down low to Janmark. Now on the right wing off a stick that goes out of play. 6 minutes, 58 seconds gone here in the second. 2-0 Bruins lead the Oilers. We'll take a break. From Rogers Place, it's For Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Gets it across to Coyle. Coyle has it on the right side. Got it to the corner, but that's it. Ekholm breaking it up. Podkolzin will get it out. Now Pod
by Connor McDavid. Right here, the nice one-timer by Draisaitl on the short side. He scored so many goals there, and this is the first time he assisted on one. It took him a bunch of games to get to that point, but once they started to connect, they have not looked back. And you look at the dynamic duos over the course on career goals, 200 assists, pretty heady list right there.
Hey, we got another one in this game with Marchand and Pasternak. In terms of hooking one another up on goals. Sent out by Boston off the draw. Kulak with his team down 2-0. Bumped up by Hyman to McDavid. Heading for the net. Shoots, and that was tipped over. And another missed opportunity for the Edmonton Oilers. They've gotten better looks here in this second period. Bouchard, beautiful look. Draisaitl, and a kick save made by Swayman, and a lunging play by Brandon Carlo that allows Boston to get it outside. Brazeau turned it over. Draisaitl down low to Kulak. Hard rim. That's going to be clogged up by Hyman. Locates the puck. McDavid down low. Defended by Osterlund. Bouchard, a one-timer on net. A save made by Swayman. Rebound Hyman. Burrowing inside to keep it alive for Draisaitl. And now Boston hemmed in for one of the few times tonight. McDavid has it pushed off his stick by Marchand. With 12 minutes to go, McDavid finds Draisaitl, but Edmonton's starting to push its way back into this game. And now we've got a late penalty coming, and it's going to be a trip.
That was Marchand that got in front of McDavid to try and give a little pick, and he threw him down pretty aggressively. Here's a good chance, 2-on-1. We just talked about the 200th assist against Florida right here. Decides to try and elevate this up, and a good stick by Carlo. Pays to be 6'5" in the reach. Good chance by Draisaitl. Good right pad by Swayman, then dive to get that out of there. And then the one-timer by Bouchard, deflects a couple of times en route to the net. Here's the penalty to Connor McDavid as he's coming up the ice. You can see Marchand steps in front of him as he swims around him. He goes down pretty hard.
I know what you were going to say.
Pretty good on his feet.
For the face-off, and a face-off win for Adam Henrique, but the puck stays in
by
the zone.
design.
Here's Marchand loading up, shooting, and Pastrnak with a miss. He had all kinds of time. Bruins power play dreadful this year. On pace to be the worst in club history. McAvoy to Marchand. Power play is sub 13%, 31st in the league. Cross-ice delivery. McAvoy picked off by Nugent Hopkins. And this is not a power play where you can expect to get hot against a suspect kill because the Oilers are 89% over their last 16 games. Pastrnak hit over the line. Lindholm swings it around. Marchand. Pastrnak erased by Kulak, hard rim by Nurse, and down the ice she goes. As we come up on 11 minutes to play in this second period and a minute left in the minor to McDavid. Zacha under a head of steam around Connor Brown. Kulak and Nurse defend the line. Janmark rounds out the penalty killing quartet. Frederick to Coyle. Thrust around for McAvoy. Zacha hit by Nurse, stapled there. Coyle trying to rake it out of there. Kulak joins the fray. We got 5 or 6 players within about a 4-foot square radius, and a hard rim by Janmark, and now Brown with a notion he'll peel off on a change, but the Boston power play down to 25 seconds. McAvoy, high toss, chases Emerson and Ekholm back. Another rim up the boards and through Geeky, and that should pretty much do it for this Boston power play. Kapanen, pressure on Lowry, up the right-hand side, Wallstrom. He'll hit the Edmonton line. Ekholm trying to pry that puck free. Centering pass, Coyle, kept it alive for Lowry. Out of the box comes McDavid. Boston, nary a shot on that last power play opportunity. Stolen by Ekholm. We told you they've been struggling on the power play. True to form, put goals in from Kapanen. Forced out wide. He'll recover and shovel off to Kulak. A shot redirected and a tough save on Kapanen by Swayman. 9.5 to go, second period. The Boston Bruins up 2-0, and Pastrnak point-blank look for 3-0, but ripped it wide.
But some real good chances. You've got to work for your chances against the Boston Bruins. Come up with loose pucks, fend off some checks, fend off sticks, get pucks in. Great redirection right there on the shot by Podkolzin. Kapanen just couldn't elevate on Swayman, who gets a pad on it and holds on for the whistle.
Shot clock a bit reversed here in the second period. Edmonton comes in number 1 in the league in shots for. Second in shots attempt and differential. Boston has limited Edmonton to just 10 shots in the first 30 minutes of the game and 1 combined for Draisaitl and McDavid. Leon with 1. Connor McDavid does not have a shot on goal in this game. Draisaitl tried to find McDavid. That's going to be picked off and launched the other way by Carlo. Kulak coughed it up. And digging in Beecher. Belted by Bouchard, trying to maintain his balance in the corner. Brazeau looking to help out. Instead, it's McDavid out of the fray with a drop-off to Bouchard. Pass right back to McDavid. He'll hit the line. On him immediately is McAvoy. Zadorov trying to protect. One time through Swayman by Hyman. Swayman wasn't ready, and Hyman was. That's his 8th goal in his last 7 games, and playing with a broken nose and a protective shield, Hyman puts Edmonton on the board.
Yeah, big goal for Edmonton here again. Just go to work, find loose pucks, get into the offensive zone. And for McDavid, just kind of navigates, draws a couple guys towards him, puts them around. And this is a battle won. Just right there, you can see the stick of Draisaitl forces a little bit of a turnover on the backhand side by Kastelik. And the one-timer by Hyman, he just rips it. As soon as this puck comes to him, shot mentality, knows that McDavid is hanging around the blue paint. This one finds its way through Swayman, who never got set. So broken nose and all, he's on the board with his 11th 2-1 game.
Off the turnover from Castellet. Hyman shoots and scores. McAvoy a shot redirected wide. Fought for, controlled by Adam Henrique. Hyman 11 goals on the season now. And Connor Brown will flip it in. For now, they're going to give Draisaitl an assist. And if that counts, that'll extend Draisaitl's point streak to 7 games. Nurse will give it up. Arvidsson, oh, he tried to go back door. I thought he had a lane for a second. He was looking for Adam Henrique.
He was there.
Big hack by Brazeau, working over Stetcher and punched through to Ekholm. Lead pass, Connor Brown.
Sorry, Jack. Edmonton planting the seed here with some of the troubles that the Bruins have had this season in this second period.
Century Casino. All in, all games, all season. Century Casino. Great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile Racetrack. Welcome to the Winner's Zone.
Here it is again here. It's Draisaitl that gets a little piece of this one that jams it through, and then Castellet just tries to backhand it back through off the wall to the winger, goes right to Hyman, and he rips it from a sharp angle.
Snapped toward the net by Zacha. Corey Perry getting a piece of that one and then firing the rebound back to center ice. Lowry was stripped from behind by Janmark. So that goal from Hyman coming off a rather innocuous sequence considering some of the chances Edmonton had earlier in the period. But it gets the Oilers back in the game. And I think just as importantly, the crowd re-energized. 18,347 crammed into Rogers Place. Morgan Geekie heading for the net, right to center, and that was eventually handled by Jeff Skinner up the right-hand side to Perry. Touched on to Janmark, tried to split defenders, unsuccessful in that endeavor as Carlo will send it off the boards looking for Charlie Coyle and brought back the other way.
What I mean by that is goals from sharp angles. You saw the one by Brown against Florida. Obviously the Reinhart shot, perfectly placed shot off the helmet of Stuart Skinner. And then that sharp angle shot by Hyman. Players now are just not allowing goaltenders to set up in position. If you can get it away quickly before the goalie's in position, you've got a chance of it squeaking through. And that one did.
Yeah, the Reinhart goal was the McDavid nameplate special. Wallstrom
is off of your hole. I mean, that's, you know, and it's funny. I talked to Dustin Schwartz, the goaltending coach for Edmonton, about Stuart Skinner as well. It's a 1% shot. You got to tip your hat to Sam Reinhart. He just made a perfect shot in that moment below the goal line. You're not going to change your position because of it.
Here's Podkolzin rifling on that, fought off by Swayman. And that's going to be picked up and cleared up the left-hand side. Swayman saw that 4-1 lead disappear last year in this building. Survived and won 6-5 in OT. Here's Kulak. Bumped it ahead for Draisaitl. Immediately checked by Brazeau. And the Bruins eventually chiseled that one up the left-hand side. Marchand a steal in the neutral zone. The flip. Lindholm a snapshot, and that was elevated up and out of play by Kulak with 5.5 to go in the second period. And the Bruins on top 2-1. Zach Hyman, injured proboscis and all.
Know how, and Zach Hyman certainly knows how to score goals, as he's done it again, as mentioned by Jack and Louis. Unfortunately for Zach, he also knows how to break his nose. This is the list, the long one, of what he's done. When he was about 5 or 6 with his brother, jumping on his parents' bed, riding his bike, playing laser tag, he ran his nose into someone's forehead, and then 2 or 3 more times during the course of his hockey career. Who knows how many more stories I'll have on Zach if this continues.
Well, he's got a goal in 4 straight games, and the Oilers now plus 18 in the second period. We told you this has been their period. Chance for Pastrnak, and he got caught between what he wanted to do there. Zacha gives him another opportunity, and Pastrnak, unable to pull the trigger against Emberson, got bottled up. Zacha came over with secondary support, cycled disrupted by Ekholm, who takes a pass from Emberson and looks up ice and locates Arvidsson. Bumped ahead for Adam Henry. Twisted, quick shot. And thrown over the net by Connor Brown. He's been hot lately. Already has more goals than he did all of last season. Morgan Geekie on the right-hand side. And Pastrnak. Going hard at Pastrnak. Missing the check. Everson across. Castlewick trying to tuck it short side. And Skinner was able to reach back and pull that one into his paraphernalia to keep it at 2-1.
Good play by Castlewick here to bring this back short side, and had to have quick legs. Stewart Skinner have a little conversation right there on the doorstep. Castlewick knows there was a chance for that to go. So a chance at one end and a chance back in Edmonton zone. Here's a nice little puck that travels through, and Brown, who's had the hot hand here, goals in 3 straight coming into this action tonight. Elevates that one a little high, and right there, just a real heads-up play by Castlewick. Looks like he's going to go around. There's 3 Oilers, but he brings it right back, and the paddle of Stewart Skinner is right there to deny not once, but twice.
Digging in for the face-off will be McDavid. Hyman and Draisaitl camped out in the slot. Clean face-off win for Beecher. A shot redirected, and Skinner makes the save. Combination of the glove and the left pad. Now Draisaitl lugs it up. Snapped it across. Bouchard to one-time it. That flew high off the plexi right to Kulak. Winding and firing, and a save made by Swayman. Rebound, Bouchard. Draisaitl is Edmonton now in search of the equalizer against the Boston Bruins, and there's a penalty against Lowry. And well induced by McDavid. He kind of came back in with a bit of a reverse pop, and Lowry just threw him down and gets whistled for a hold at 15:49.
Straining to get what you want? Experience true flexibility with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
Well, Marchand drew a penalty on McDavid, and this one here, Lowry just gets wrapped up a little bit with McDavid, and it's the stick underneath into the skates as he takes him down. And I think that conversation is, hey, that wasn't very much. He was going in for a puck, and he kind of moved into the stick, but he still did get taken down. Power play, Edmonton.
Major turn potentially here, Louis, in terms of getting this game tied before the end of the second, but Zadorov off the face-off win is able to launch down the left-hand side.
I called that a hold. I actually thought it was a trip.
Bouchard. Draisaitl drop pass for Hyman. That's the only goal tonight for Edmonton. Bouchard snapped it across McDavid. Down and out was Hyman. Bouchard. Draisaitl one-timer and a save made by Swayman on a bit of a change-up. He'll freeze it.
A little one-handed chop by Hyman afterwards, and he gets eliminated by Zadorov, who didn't like that, into Swayman, but that's what Hyman does. Took a little bit of a rough fall there. Zadorov is just a guy that's not going to let you stand around too easily, and that one-handed chop gets brought out of there relatively quickly. This is the one-timer by Draisaitl off the skate of Zadorov, actually, and elevates up into Swayman. Good save.
Going down low to win the draw, Draisaitl, one-timer, and that missed from Bouchard. Got it on the heel of his stick. McDavid comes up with a rebound, building speed through the neutral zone. Nugent Hopkins walks it in, fires across to Draisaitl. Saucer to Bouchard, open Nugent Hopkins, shot pass in front. Hyman got a piece off of Swayman. Draisaitl maintains. Bouchard halfway through the power play to McDavid. Bouchard, McDavid, winding it up, and that shot deflected up and out of play with 3:09 to go in the second period and 58 seconds left. The penalty to Lowry. Chris Knobloch elects to keep his top power play unit on the ice.
They're feeling it right now. They're moving around the offensive zone. Couple good sticks by the Bruins have nullified a couple of real solid chances in front. That deflection for Hyman was slowed down en route. But McDavid with a pretty good shot through a screen, his first of the game.
Edmonton currently 5 points out of the Pacific Division lead. LA has already won, so the Oilers in third place, 4 points behind LA, 5 behind Vegas. Boston holds down one of the 2 Eastern Conference wildcard slots. Off the draw, dribbled on net, and Swayman will scoop that one up. Jeremy Swayman, 79 wins, just 33 losses in his first 4 years. Obviously, you see the merits of training camp. His numbers slow to come around here. in this his 5th season.
I agree. It really does make a difference. You just work your way into the season with a training camp. Without it, you're jumping in. It seems like jumping into a raging river.
Bouchard to Draisaitl. Back to Bouchard. McDavid. Bouchard, Draisaitl. Showed one-timer. Bouchard takes it, and another save for Jeremy Swayman, who had a pretty clean look.
Yeah, and he was out tip of the blue paint to swallow that one up. Good movement, good shot by Bouchard. And you're going to see Hyman just kind of work around the front of the net, but as he flies by, nobody in front of Swayman when that blast by Bouchard was taken. And he's able to make that save.
First unit remains on. They'll play the full 2 minutes here. Lowry in the box for another 34 seconds. Beecher against Draisaitl won it cleanly. Marchand with a chance to reverse. Got tripped up by Hyman, and then Zadorov, did he draw a call? He did. As he tried to funnel that one out of there, we're going to have a high stick on Nugent Hopkins, I believe. Slash, sorry.
Yeah, I took the stick out of him. He's like, hey, take a look at this. I thought I was just taking the big man's stick here. But a pretty good battle right there. I mean, that's low down on the stick.
Well, then it came down, and there's the broken blade. See, the stick comes up high.
For me, though, if that's pretty close to the blade, though. Usually that penalty is called if it's up in the shaft. I think with Nugent Hopkins saying, where else do you want me to slash him in the stick if I'm going for a buck? But he did break. The hosel is the weakest point of that stick, and it breaks. That's an extra long stick, too, there. I mean, the guy is 6'6".
As you know, the hosel is where usually most of my wedges go from 80 yards in. Right off the hosel and skittering into the bush.
Seems relatively strong in those situations.
And then I just wait for you to lose your attention span, and then I just steal more golf balls out of your bag because I'm running out. Here's Darnell Nurse off the draw. It's a 4-on-4 for another 20 seconds. Nurse is going to hand off to Arvidsson. And now the Oilers swoop in. Arvidsson from Nurse. Snapshot. And that went off the side of the net. A portion of the crowd from their angle thought it was in. And now Boston to its second power play of the game. For the balance of this period, there'll be about 30 seconds left if the Bruins don't convert here. Peak with a handoff to Charlie McAvoy. And this struggling Bruins power play. Trying to give Boston a little separation heading into the third. Lindholm around the boards. Marchand couldn't get there. Pastrnak trying to dislodge that puck from Janmark. He did. Back to McAvoy. Dishes off Lindholm. Snapshot redirected. And Skinner might have gotten a piece. Pastrnak hesitated. Mishandled the puck. Marchand gave it up for Lindholm. Tried to sneak it inside, and Janmark brushed that one outside the zone. Superior defensive work from Matthias Janmark. McAvoy, they hand off to Zacha. Just a natural chemistry with his countryman Pastrnak, who managed to stick handle his way through danger. Connor Brown continues to lurk. Down low to Lindholm. Pastrnak. Kicked out McAvoy. Marchand. McAvoy. Pastrnak one-timer and a save. Skinner with a good read and a solid save. 54 seconds on the clock.
You've talked about it a couple of times, Jack. Pastrnak with a double clutch, not one-timing it, but wristing instead. This time, he one-times it. Watch this. Talk about navigating through a couple landmines. Somehow, Pastrnak goes through the sticks and bodies of both defenders in the neutral zone. Then this one-timer read well by Stuart Skinner. Flashes the glove.
So 2-1 Bruins, final minute, and another 16 seconds on the minor to Nugent Hopkins. Narrowly missed the headgear of Zadorov, but then on the follow-through got called for a slash. Another play off the draw, and Skinner has to make a tricky left pad save. The Oilers get one last clear, and that'll do it for Boston's man advantage. But Bolson took the stick from Jeremy Swayman. Bruins netminder no stick here. Brett Kulak trying to recognize. Here comes Edmonton. Kulak launched one down the middle. Trying to hit Nugent Hopkins coming out of the box. 5-on-5. Shot taken by Brazeau and tipped out of play. And that'll be more than enough time for McAvoy to scoop up his goaltender's stick and return it to Jeremy Swayman.
He's in the neutral zone. Watch this, Podkolzin, and right here. This is a penalty to me. That's a penalty to Swayman right there. No question about it. He puts this paddle deliberately in front of him, and as a result goes up and catches Podkolzin almost in the face. I'm surprised that wasn't picked up. That stick went all the way to almost the logo at center ice, so Swayman was without a stick, but I think the Bruins got away with one there.
Off the draw, Lowrod gives it up. Pastrnak. His shot was stopped and brought up by Kasperi Kapanen. That was almost like Leslie Nielsen and Priscilla Presley clotheslining that swimmer. Remember in the ocean? Naked gun. Lowrod. Morgan Eakin looking to unload. Pastrnak toward the net. Knocked down by Nurse at the horn and cleared back through the middle as the Bruins will take a 2-1 lead into the dressing room. They haven't been beaten in regulation all year long when leading after 2.
Yeah, clawed back into this one in the second period. Edmonton had some great chances. Zach Hyman, as you see him still wearing that nose guard with the broken nose, is the one that has the goal to make it 2-1. A much better period, 15 shots now for them, but more time spent in the offensive zone as well, and defended well throughout that middle frame.
And the Bruins have been a poor third period club all year long. It's interesting. They don't have a loss in regulation when leading after 2, but they've also been outscored by 13 goals in the third period. Let's send it down to our Gene Principe.
Bouchard up the left wing to McDavid, now on the right to Draisaitl.
With 19 minutes, 28 seconds left in the third period, the Boston Bruins are beating the Edmonton Oilers 2-1.
Backhand, Skinner helps that around up the left wing. McDavid to Kulak up the left wing to center ice to Draisaitl, back to Kulak. Kulak across on the right. That misses Bouchard. Here's Coyle the other way. He's got Wahlstrom with him. Coyle waiting. The pass to Wahlstrom broken up by Bouchard, and the glove of Skinner will scoop the puck up and hold on to it.
A little bit of a miscommunication there between Kulak and Bouchard. They've played a lot together here as this game's worn on. And Edmonton was lucky that didn't deflect into the net.
Nope, it went off of Bouchard, and Skinner was able to get it with the glove.
Tracked it pretty well there.
He did. Ace off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Or minute 18 into the third. Left wing corner. It's Nurse to get it up in the air and out. Peake got it to the Edmonton blue line. Nurse crossed to Stetcher. The right wing to Perry. He'll direct it in. On the forecheck. After it is Henrique. It's in behind the net now. And up the right wing to Coyle, and he'll skate away for Boston. Gets over the center ice line, flips it to the left wing corner. On the right wing boards, there's Corey Perry in behind the net to Nurse. Coyle on him though. Coyle will get the loose puck. Now cycles it to Frederick. Checked by Henrique. And Nurse will bring it out, and he'll get to center ice. On the left wing to Jeff Skinner. Lost an edge, lost the puck. Peake cross to Lowry, and he'll come out for Boston. Over the center ice line, shoots it in off the corner glass. And the puck to the right wing corner in the Edmonton zone. As Kaslick's trying to get it loose.
Kaslick's been really good in this game for Boston.
Ekholm can get it out. Center ice goes off of Janmark into the Bruins end. Zadorov back for it. On the right side to McAvoy. Up the right wing boards to Beecher. Just to the Edmonton blue line and sent the other way. So Janmark chases after it in the Bruins zone. Zadorov behind the net to McAvoy around the right wing boards. Beecher can't get it out. Pinching in was Ekholm. Now the puck flipped out. A bouncing puck. McLaughlin on the right wing. Roll the puck in behind the Edmonton net softly. In behind the net is Ekholm, and he'll wait back there for Edmonton.
It's an interesting little switch of the D here.
Ekholm out there with Emberson, and up the left wing that goes off the stick of Kapanen, down into the Bruins end. Peake up the left wing, he'll get it out. On the left wing side to Geekie into the Oilers zone. He's pinched up against the boards. Kapanen got it out. Now Zaka up the left wing to Pasternak. Now to Zaka. Comes in left side. Pulls to the middle. His shot goes wide. Carlo will drive it towards the net. That misses. Here's Osterley's shot. That misses. And Carlo will keep it in on the right wing point. Puck's in front of the net. Goes off an Oilers skate through the middle and down the ice. Swayman will quickly get it up the left wing for Pasternak. He'll shoot it into the Oilers zone. 2-1 Boston leads here early in the third. We're just about 4 minutes into this period as Hyman comes out for Edmonton up the left wing. Off the left wing, boards it in. Hyman, the goal scorer for the Oilers here tonight. He'll go after it on the end. In behind that Boston net. McAvoy over to the right wing. Getting away from McDavid. He's able to get it out. All the way down the ice. Icing against the Bruins. 4:10 gone here in the third. 2-1 Boston leading. Lindholm and Kastelik scoring in the first for Boston. Hyman for the Oilers in the second.
Low event hockey game.
Yep.
Only 33 shots on goal through the first 44 minutes of this game.
Vastly different from the 6-5 game on Monday as the Oilers lost to Florida. Zadorov behind his net. Around the boards and out. Ekholm has it at his own blue line. To Bouchard. Over to Ekholm. Through the middle. It'll go into the Bruins end. That's icing against Edmonton.
I haven't minded Justin Brazeau tonight. He's been strong on pucks, has some size. Played 4 years in North Bay. Spent 19-20 in the ECHL.
Oh, he grinded his way up, didn't he?
He did, and he's a player.
Work his way from the OHL to the ECHL to the American League to get an NHL contract. Face off to the right of Skinner.
Like this Frederick, too.
Yeah.
Big, strong, hard-nosed player.
Now Wallstrom to the right wing point to Peak. His shot and is saved by Skinner. The rebound put on net. Skinner got that too. Puck on the point. Peak. His shot blocked in front of the net by Bouchard. And up the right wing, Hyman got it just out. Right back in. Wallstrom dumped it into the corner. Ekholm on the right wing off of Hyman and out. Peak inside his own blue line. Through the middle to Coyle. Lost it at the Oiler line, so it's Ekholm up the left wing. Out to Jeff Skinner for Corey Perry off his skate into the Bruins zone. Low Ryan behind the net. With Henrique on him, puck goes to Perry. Perry trying to protect it to the right wing. Jeff Skinner now top of the circle, turns, shoots it towards the net. It's blocked. It gets to the middle. Skinner shot off the arm of Swayman. Great chance there for Jeff Skinner. Puck in the left wing corner. Skinner works behind the net, centering pass, put it towards the net by Perry. It went wide to the right wing point. Kulak across to Nurse, waiting, his shot, and Swayman the save. He holds on. The Oilers get good pressure with that line of Skinner, Perry, and Henrique.
A 39-year-old, a 34-year-old, and a 32-year-old. And they knew what to do.
They did.
Great save by Swayman. It's a 6-time 30-goal scorer. Jeff Skinner put that puck where it needed to be.
Oilers knocking on the door. They're down 2-1 here in the third. We're now 5:31 in. Face off to the right is Swayman. Janmark to take the draw against Beecher. Janmark wins it to the left wing point to Nurse. Down the boards, Brown will get the load. Arvidsson has it left corner, cycles the puck to Janmark. Into the corner with Beecher. Back to the left wing point for Nurse. Wanted to get it down to Janmark. Beecher broke it up. And Brazeau made sure that it got out. At his own blue line, Nurse across to Stetcher. Right wing for Brown to Janmark. He'll bring it in to Brown. Right wing point. Stetcher shoots towards the net. That's blocked. Stetcher able to keep it in. Got it behind the goal. It's Janmark. Off the boards to the right wing point. Bouchard. Over to the left wing for Arvidsson. He'll come down that left side into the corner for Brown. And get it back to Arvidsson. It goes in behind the net. Osterley there for the Bruins. Takes a hit from Brown. Bouchard keeps it in from the right point, trying to go towards the net, but Geekie got him and cleared it out. Good play by Morgan Geekie. Kulak with it inside the Edmonton blue line. 2-1. Bruins lead. We're here in the third. Bouchard up the left wing for Kulak. Comes into the Bruins zone to the left wing corner. Taken out on the end boards. Puck goes over to the right side. It's McDavid. On the right wing boards, his pass that gets picked off. Pasternak's going to bring it out into the Oiler end on the left wing. Goes to the left wing corner, backhands it towards the net. Pad saved by Skinner from the sharp angle. Marchand has it left corner in front of the net, off the boards, all the way to the point. Zadorov on the left wing. Got it down the left wing boards. Pasternak, top of the circle. Hacked away from him by Draisaitl. Puck to the left wing corner. Zacha to the right wing. Out comes out to the point. The shot and the save by Skinner as McAvoy let it go. And Skinner holds onto it. We'll take a break. 2-1. Bruins lead the Oilers. 7:16 gone here in the third from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. 1 Bruins lead the Oilers here in the third. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 7:16 gone in this third period. Tonight's game brought to you by Canadian Red Cross. Every donation made during tonight's game will be triple matched and help those in time of crisis. Donate at redcross.ca. Bruins got 2 in the first. Oilers 1 in the second. No scoring yet here in the third. Face off in the Edmonton zone. Top of the circle. Emberson up the left wing boards. Able to get it out. Got the puck to Podkolzin. He'll dump it in. Swayman. The left wing. That goes to Coyle. Charlie Coyle will get it out of the zone. It's Ekholm. Turns in front of the Edmonton net. Now up the right wing for Nugent Hopkins. Brings the puck in over the line. Pass across to Kapanen. And on the left, got it to the line. And Ekholm will keep it in towards the net. It comes over to Kapanen. Oh, he won't get his shot away.
What a chance. Couldn't get it set.
Coyle to center ice will shoot it in. The right side, it's Ekholm. Oh, bank pass off the skate of McDavid. We'll give it back to Matthias Ekholm. Over to Bouchard. Has it inside the Edmonton blue line. Now to Ekholm. Through the middle to McDavid. It went off of Osterley. And McDavid had hit on the boards. Puck comes out. Right wing Bouchard. For Draisaitl. Will dump the puck in. Osterley, left wing corner. Around the boards to the line. Bouchard kept that in. Over to Hyman. Takes it to the left wing corner. Hyman on the end boards. Now to McDavid to the left wing point. Kulak to Bouchard. Down the right side to Draisaitl. To the blue line. Bouchard shot. And that one blocked. It hit Osterley right in front of the net. And it's Kulak right wing for Draisaitl. Draisaitl in the right corner. Behind the net to McDavid. Over to the left. Centering pass. Broken up by Brazeau. It's in behind the goal. Rimmed hard off the glass. That goes out of play as Carlo hit the glass and put it out of play. It'll be a face-off in the Bruins zone. 10:59 to go in the third. 2-1 the Bruins lead.
Kept Edmonton completely on the outside. Blocked a couple shots. Gary, you notice some power hits in the building.
The lights up and to our right, some have been turning off and then turning back on.
Yeah.
So yes, I've noticed that. And all of a sudden it gets just a little there. Now a couple went off again. They'll pop back on. But there's been like a bank of them going out, and it's changed the look. Face off to the left of Swayman. Shot by Stetcher. Blockered away by Swayman. Pasternak on the right wing. Got it out to center. It'll go to Beecher. He'll come into the Oiler end. Left side. Long shot. Glove saved by Skinner. Holds onto it. 10:47 to go here in the third period. Edmonton down by 1. Shots now 22-18 for Boston. Oilers have been pressing. Played quite well since a sleepy first period from the Edmonton point of view. Puck goes to Stetcher. He'll get it to the line, but Zadorov had kept it in. Right back to Stetcher it goes. Up the right wing to Corey Perry. Through the middle. That just missed Jeff Skinner. Geekie for Zacha. Off his stick and into the Oilers. Oh, no, I guess not.
We're going to have a draw at center ice.
Yeah. I didn't think that was an icing call. They're going to discuss it now. Yeah, center ice face-off. Figured as much.
That was an automatic, that one.
Yeah, figured as much. All right. Oilers might make a change. They do, and they get the Henrique, Skinner, and Perry trio off the ice, and it'll be McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman coming out with Ekholm and Bouchard. Kaslik taking the draw for Boston.
Kaslik's name was out there for weeks last year when he was a member of Ottawa. The deadline.
Dumped into the Oilers zone. Ekholm around the right wing to Hyman. Hyman through the middle, but Zadorov's able to go across to Lindholm. He'll shoot it in. Skinner to play it to Ekholm. Left wing corner, but Brazeau is on him. Takes him to the end boards. Marchand got it free to Brazeau. Put it through the slot. Nobody there for the Bruins. Up the right wing, Hyman out with it to center ice. Got wedged on the boards by Lindholm. Now Bouchard to Draisaitl. Draisaitl on the left wing, and it was Ekholm to dump it in. It's cleared right back out. Could have been a breakaway pass to Marchand, but it missed him. And the puck into the Oiler end. Marchand left side. He's cross ice looking for Kaslik. Goes to the right wing corner. Kaslik working it on the right wing boards. It's hacked away from him by Ekholm. Over to McDavid, now to Draisaitl. At the Edmonton blue line. Give the puck to Bouchard. 9.5 to go in the third. 2-1. Boston leads. Bouchard up the right wing to Hyman. Off his stick into the Bruins zone. A low rye around the peak, but it goes to Draisaitl. His shot. The pad save made by Swayman. Puck near the side of the net. Kaslik's going to skate up the right wing. Off the right wing boards. Cleared it. Comes back to him. Kaslik all by himself into the Oiler end. Bad angle shot. Hit Skinner up high. And Draisaitl to the neutral zone. Now to Stetcher. Into the Boston end. Floats it to the right corner. Goes in behind the net. Carlo rims. Doesn't get it out. Nurse plays it off the end glass. On the right wing, Arvidsson. Chops it in behind the net to Connor Brown. Takes it to the left. Brown, his pass looking for Janmark. It's broken up. And Wahlstrom will get to center ice. He got checked on the play. Now Coyle can dump it in. Nurse on the inboards. On the right to Stetcher, then went over the stick of Connor Brown. Comes back to Brown. Brown through the middle. Into the Boston end on the left wing. Off the left wing boards to go after it in the corner. Zadorov in there. So is Arvidsson. Puck is cleared out by Coyle up to Pasternak on the right wing. Pasternak will just shoot it in. Bouchard goes in behind the Edmonton net with 8 minutes to go in the third. 2-1 the Bruins lead. Bouchard up the right wing for Podkolzin. Now into Boston territory. His pass across just broken up. Podkolzin plays it in behind the net. Zadorov off the left wing boards to Pasternak. He'll clear it out. Podkolzin inside his own zone to Kulak. The crowd urging the Oilers on here in the third. Edmonton down by 1. The puck inside the Oilers zone. Eking up against the left wing boards. It's dug out of there by Kapanen, and now Nugent Hopkins up the right wing. Long pass on the left to Podkolzin. Goes off the stick into the Bruins zone. Right wing corner, it's Peak. They're up the right wing boards to the line, and Ekholm was able to keep it in. Now cleared by Peak, but into his bench. And we get the whistle. 7:10 to go in the third. 2-1. Bruins lead the Oilers from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers. NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Proudly headquartered in Oil
Stoffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Bruins lead 2-1 with 7:10 to go in the third period. In a defensive type game. Zone entries are at a premium.
Boston's checked really well, and they've blocked a ton of shots. Oilers were slow out of the gate, played decently here in the last 30 minutes of this game.
Zadorov rims it. Bouchard on the point to keep it in. To McDavid, knocks it out of the air. His pass picked off. Marchand just gets it out. Bouchard to Draisaitl at center ice on the right wing. Fires it across to Kulak. Will bring the puck in. Now on the right to Draisaitl. Right wing corner, the shot, and a save made by Swayman. He tried to go upstairs short side. Lindholm will get it out to McAvoy into the Oilers zone. He'll dump it in. Bouchard with it in his own end. Now to Draisaitl. He'll wind it up the right wing. Draisaitl got the puck into the Bruins zone on the right wing. It goes to the blue line. Kulak keeps it in. His pass across the line, and Wahlstrom able to get it out. Kulak with it. Now to Hyman. Went off his stick. Right to Wahlstrom of the Bruins. He'll shoot it in. Skinner out to play it. Got it to the corner. Wahlstrom to Frederick. Frederick on the right wing for Wahlstrom. Laid it in behind the Oiler goal, and it's...
Oilers need a change here.
Yeah. Draisaitl will take his time. He's going to give it to Bouchard behind the net and then go off for a change. Now Bouchard steps out with 5:48 going to third. The Oilers down by 1. Pass through the middle. That missed everybody. That's icing against Edmonton. Yeah, Bruins have done a really good job of not giving up their blue line. Or the neutral zone, for that matter. It's tough sledding through there. That's a credit to the way they've played tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Edmonton, to their credit, has overcome a tough start.
Yes.
Worked themselves into the game.
Just taking a look at some ice in the slot area in the Oiler end that is being attended to here. Looks like they got it figured out. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Lindholm and Kastelic scored in the first period for Boston. Hyman scored in the second for Edmonton. Stetcher goes in behind his net. Up the right wing for Perry. He'll go across to Bouchard. Bouchard over to Stetcher. Up the right wing boards. Goes off of Perry and in. Puck in the left wing corner of the Boston zone. Up the right wing, Zacha will get it out to Pasternak. Will just play it through center ice. Stetcher, side his own line, up the right wing to Jeff Skinner. Cross ice pass. It goes to Pasternak. He's in. He drops it. And Zacha put it wide of the net. Puck on the right wing. Pasternak on the right wing side up near the blue line. Will turn. Left side, Lohrei walks in. The shot and it's saved by Skinner. Went off the blocker arm. The puck in the left wing corner. Oilers dodge a bullet. Puck to the right point. Peak for Boston to the corner, but Nurse is there. Across to Stetcher. 4:49 to go here in the third. 2-1, Bruins lead. Osterley with it inside his own blue line. Up the left wing now to Castor. Got it to the corner. Janmark took it away. To Stetcher up the boards for Connor Brown. Now Brown weaves his way through center. Kastelic poked it off his stick, and it goes into the Oilers zone. Emberson to Arvidsson. Over center ice. Shoots it in. Goes in behind the Boston net. After it, Janmark. Got it to the left wing. Along the left wing boards. McLaughlin off the boards. It doesn't get out. Skipped across by Arvidsson. Goes to the right wing. Hacked out of the zone and off of Marchand. And Brown has it at center ice. Left wing to Arvidsson. Into the Boston end. Up near the blue line. And Brazeau got it out. We're under 4 minutes to go here in the third. Puck turned over. Janmark in with Brown. Janmark to Brown. It hopped over his stick. The Oilers had a 2-on-1. Zadorov's going to get it out down the right wing. Over the stick of Brazeau. And it goes into the Oilers zone right wing corner. Brazeau checked by Bouchard. 3:35 to go in the third. Oilers down 2-1. Up the right wing to McDavid. Into the Bruins end. He'll get it back to Hyman. His shot goes wide of the net. Along the right wing. McAvoy couldn't get it out. Here's Draisaitl. Over to McDavid. To Draisaitl. Save made by Swayman with the left pad. And the puck cleared out. And it's going to go down the ice. It'll be icing against the Bruins. What a chance there for the Oilers.
Well, best chance of the period, and it went to their two best players. This after an egregious giveaway just outside the Boston blue line created a 2-on-1, and Janmark saucer went across. Unfortunately, the puck hopped on Connor Brown, and then Draisaitl to McDavid, back to Leon. And Jeremy Swayman showed exactly why he got that big deal to the tune of $8.25 million times 8 years.
Off the draw in the Bruins zone. It's rimmed by Zadorov down the ice, icing.
So Boston's won 53% of the draws in this game. And again, some people say, Stoff, you talk too much about the face-offs. Well, it matters, especially in these situations. Don't need to. Leon Draisaitl, by the way, up to 898 career points. He's 2 away from 900. But this is an important draw for Leon against Charlie Coyle.
Draisaitl wins it. Left point, Ekholm. Across to Bouchard down the right wing boards. McDavid leaves it to Draisaitl. Goes to the right wing corner. His centering pass through the slot goes to the left wing point. Bouchard played it in behind the net. Goes to the right corner. McDavid to the right wing point to Ekholm. To the end boards. It's Hyman in behind the net. Comes out to the right side, to the blue line for Ekholm. Didn't shoot it, gave it to Bouchard. Over to Ekholm, his one-timer just wide of the net, around the boards to the line, and Pasternak got it out. Puck in the neutral zone, and it's Hyman right back in. Hyman over to McDavid down the right wing. He's going to cut to the net. Scores! Connor McDavid gets it in, and this game's tied at 2.
Well, the Boston Bruins are going to say that there was interference there, and that created the second chance opportunity. And Hyman with the presence of mind to give it to the world's best player. And McDavid beat his man wide. That was Zadorov, took it hard to the hole, and the puck was ricocheted in towards the net. I'm sure they're going to look at this upstairs, but I think it's a good goal all the way for Connor McDavid.
McDavid drives down the right wing, and it just...
That's good.
Goes through the pads of Swayman. It barely got through, but it got through, and McDavid gets his 15th of the year. He's got points in 7 straight games. 17:39, time of the goal, and this game's all tied up.
Cam, no matter what, you have to get a point here if you're Edmonton. You've worked your way back from 2-0 down.
O'Reilly'll shoot it in. Skinner to the corner to Nurse, up the left wing to Podkolzin. Off the boards and out. Coyle will shoot it back in. Kulak on the end boards. Up the right wing to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Kapanen off the right side and in. Hyman picking up an assist on the goal behind McDavid as Beecher goes in behind his goal. Draisaitl also, so that puts him at 899 career points. As Draisaitl's got a couple of assists in this game. The puck on the right wing inside the Bruins zone. Podkolzin into the corner. Minute 35 to go. Top of the circle. Beecher will get it out. We're tied at 2. Beecher will dump it in. Hyman or Ekholm, right wing corner to Emberson. Now to Henrique. Will bounce it into the Bruins zone, and on the right wing, Janmark up against the boards with Carlo. The puck does come free. Here comes in front, trying to get that to Henrique, and Brown couldn't get the pass through. Brown will keep it in on the right wing. Now to Henrique, right corner. Janmark drives towards the net, can't get a shot on goal. Puck back to the left wing point. Ekholm off the left wing boards, down low to Connor Brown. We're into the last minute here in the third, tied at 2. Brown in the right wing corner. His pass in front of the net, off a stick, and it's covered up by Swayman with 51 seconds to go in the third.
I love Matthias Janmark. I mean, he just grinds for every inch out on the ice. And Chris Knobloch with a quick change, and he puts that line back together of Henrique, Brown, and Janmark that was so good for him during the Stanley Cup final. And Janmark's right in front of the net, creating havoc in front of Brandon Carlo and Justin Brazeau. And the Oilers get McDavid back out there with Draisaitl and Hyman here. Interestingly enough, Bouchard and Kulak the deep pairing. This game has become as even as could be. Shots are 24 each. We're tied at 2.
Face off to the left of Swayman. McAvoy behind his net with Hyman on him. Rims on the right. Goes to the blue line. Kulak kept it in. McAvoy will get it out. His pass over the stick of Pasternak, and Stuart Skinner had to play it. That was dangerous. Pasternak was in there. The pass for Hyman misses him. It'll be icing against Edmonton with 30 seconds to go into third.
Well, I wonder whether or not we're going to see number 28, Elias Lindholm, out here to take an ozone draw. He's really good.
From StatMuse.com. Leon Draisaitl had 52 goals, 76 assists and a plus-minus of +7 in 80 games in 2022-23.
And support Draisaitl off the draw.
It's to the right of Skinner. Puck goes right to Bouchard, high in the air and out with it. Bouncing to Zach Hyman. He'll get the puck in, right wing to McDavid. To the right wing corner. He'll look in front of the net. In front! And Draisaitl couldn't get his stick on it. 15 seconds to go in the third. Tied at 2. Pasternak cleared it out. Kulak to Ekholm. Ekholm down the left wing into the Bruins end. 5 seconds left. Ekholm towards the net, off of Swayman, and they'll get the whistle with less than a second.
You'll take this all day if you're
all
Edmonton.
Day.
I mean, the Bruins came in and they took it to Edmonton in the first period, dominated first period. The Oilers worked their way into the game. It was not pretty.
They did it. Hyman scoring in the second. McDavid here in the third. Draisaitl's got a couple of assists. He's at .899 in his career.
And isn't it appropriate given the context of what's occurred with these two teams over the last couple of years?
All close games. Skinner's going to go to the bench. He'll go 6 for half a second. No. Overtime looming, barring some miracle half-second goal here. Face off to the right of Swayman, puck to the corner. And the Edmonton Oilers and the Boston Bruins need a little extra time. We're tied up at 2. Overtime just around the corner. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers. Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. Oilers and the Bruins need a little extra. Tied at 2, heading to 3-on-3 OT. Oilers are 5-2 in overtime this year. They haven't been to a shootout. The Bruins, 6-3 in overtime. They also haven't been to a shootout. So two teams that have had a lot of success in the 3-on-3.
I'm assuming they're starting Elias Lindholm because all he's done in this game is go 12-2 on faceoffs. He's dominated. Leon's at 6-12. Enrique, by the way, 10-3. We're not going to see him. Sure, it's going to be Leon going against Lindholm to take the draw.
Sometimes that first draw is the most important one.
You want the puck, it is. Now the other option they have is Pavel Zacha. And he's 5-7.
Well, Zacha's out there right now.
With Pasternak.
Yeah, Pasternak and McAvoy. And the Oilers, of course, Draisaitl, McDavid, and Bouchard. All right. 3-on-3 overtime. Oilers were down 2-0 in this game. They battled back to get it to 2s. Drop the puck, and the Oilers get the first possession.
And there you go.
Bouchard will go behind his net.
Not sure why you wouldn't have Lindholm out there to start. I know you want maybe forward pairings together, but no, what do I know?
Draisaitl on the right now to McDavid with speed. He'll bring it in over the line, over to Bouchard, off a stick, but Bouchard has it now to Draisaitl on the left point, and he'll bring it out of the zone. Now Draisaitl picks up speed down the right wing to McDavid on the right point, but it's beyond him. Maybe a 2-on-1 the other way. Zacha down the left wing. Zacha pulls it, lost it. McAvoy down the right side, goes in behind the net. Left wing for Pasternak, and he'll jam it all the way down the ice. It'll go to Swayman, and both teams will make changes. Swayman with a long pass on the right wing to Pasternak. into the Oiler end of the middle. The backhand and a good save made by Stuart Skinner. Ekholm gets a hold of it for Edmonton. He'll get it out to Nugent Hopkins. In over the line with Draisaitl. To Draisaitl. The shot, save, rebound. Here's Ekholm. Scores! Matthias Ekholm! And the Oilers win it! 3-2 in overtime. Coming all the way back from a 2-0 deficit.
Well, the Oilers, again, this is a team the last 3 years that's won 49, 50, and 49 games the regular season. They've won the second most amount of games in the playoffs over the last 3 years. They've lost to 3 Stanley Cup champions in a row. Draisaitl's going to pick up his 900th career point. He stayed with it, extended his shift. And then Nugent Hopkins with the presence of mind to hit the late activating Ekholm, and he wires it home, and the Oilers get the victory.
104 into overtime, and Matthias Ekholm gets his 4th of the season. Leon Draisaitl, just like Bob said, now to 900 career points, 3 assists in this game, and the Edmonton Oilers down 2-0 after the first period. They get 1 in the second, they get 1 in the third, and they end it here in overtime, and the Oilers win it 3-2 over the Boston Bruins.
You know what? Like, you squandered a game against Florida. You're a little bit disappointed with. Chris Knobloch talked about a little bit too many chances. Hey, both teams played pretty good defensively.
And we're going to head downstairs. Brendan Escott standing by with Connor Brown.
Well, Connor, a wild game there. Maybe not the start you guys wanted, but certainly an exciting finish. Just your overall thoughts on that 60 minutes.
No, it was a poor first period from us. A little stubborn trying to play cute, but we got to a direct, simple game and played our brand, and we built.
Got to get a thought from you on Zach Hyman's performance. All the big boys seemed like they were firing, but